We need to be outside with the crowd. What did he just say, Orban? It's the man himself on stage.
I cried when I was putting the X on my vote.
I'm Katya Adler, the BBC's Europe editor, and I'm in downtown Budapest at a big concert called Dismantle the System. It's on the eve of really important elections here. Everyone around here is excited. They believe change is coming to this country, that for the first time in 16 years, they could get a new prime minister. How are you feeling?
I'm really excited. I think there's a big chance that we can change this system right now, and I can really feel that it's changing, and everyone can feel it.
Most of the concert goers here are part of what's known in Hungary as Generation Orban. So youngsters that have pretty much grown up during Viktor Orbán's 16 years as Prime Minister, as their country has become one of Europe's most corrupt and most illiberal. And what these first-time voters are doing here tonight is dancing, chanting, singing and shouting for change.
Viktor Orbán is a conservative, Christian nationalist, anti-immigration and Eurosceptic politician who's been Prime Minister in Hungary for 16 years. Péter Magyar is also a conservative nationalist, originally from Viktor Orbán's party, but now he's promising a fresh start for Hungary, more open-minded, closer to Europe, less cosy with Russia. So why is there all this international attention on Hungary's election? This is a tiny country. It's got a population about the same size as Belgium's, and yet we're here reporting, so much international media here is reporting. And a lot of that has to do with backers of Viktor Orbán. For example, Donald Trump. He has endorsed Viktor Orbán so many times. His vice president, J.D. Vance, despite the war that was still raging in Iran, was here just a few days ago to support Hungary's prime minister. They, like many others across the world, see Viktor Orbán as kind of a father of the nationalist, Christian, anti-woke right.
People who hate its Christian heritage, they hate one man above all others, and his name is Viktor Orbán. And if they hate him, it means he's on your side.
I tell you, I'm a big fan of Viktor. I'm with him all the way. The United States is with him all the way.
And then there's Vladimir Putin of Russia. Viktor Orbán has been so very useful to him, a kind of pro-Russian voice inside the European Union, delaying sanctions against Russia after its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, and also blocking, as it is right now, loans to Ukraine that Kyiv said it desperately needs to survive. We are fast approaching Fellshut, that's Viktor Orbán's home village. Here we are. That's Viktor Orbán's family home. He's always liked to present himself as a man of the people, of humble origins. But just take a look across the road. As this country has gradually got poorer over the last years, Viktor Orbán's friends and family seem to have got richer. Orbán had this football stadium built here in his village, and his father's nearby estate is said to have cost $30 million. That's 22 million pounds. So, will locals still vote for him? Excuse me, Sia. From the BBC, can I ask you about the election?
One question, maybe. Could we do it?
No. What you want from the election on Sunday? Please. Please. Can you just explain that nobody... Okay, so we have tried to talk to a lot of people, and we have met people here who say they will vote for Viktor Orbán's party in the election, but it's very camera shy here, what can I say? So, from the BBC, can I ask one question? We're asking people, what do you want from the vote on Sunday? Who should win?
Hát, hogy ki lenne jobb, szerintem ezt mindenki el tudja magának dönteni. Jó lenne a változás. Nem tudom, hogy lehetne bizalmat szavazni egy olyan kormánynak, akiről még nem tudjuk, hogy mi lesz.
It's the eve of the election and preparations are underway for Viktor Orbán's last rally. We're in the gorgeous castle district of Budapest and supporters must be getting worried because polls are against them. So somewhere in this crowd, I have to find my colleagues because I've got to do a live on BBC News and we're a little late.
Well, I'm joined by our Europe editor Katya Adler to discuss this all in a bit of detail. So, Katya, great to talk to you. So, first of all, we're in the final stretch here now. Both party leaders are holding their final.
So that's the man himself on stage. He's talking about Hungarian nationalism, sovereignty, you know, national pride for Hungary. The flags are out.
So
that's it, the very last rally for Viktor Orbán before this nail-biter of an election. And I can't help thinking, looking around here, that it could have been a bit fuller. It is election day. We've jumped in a taxi and we're going to go to a few polling stations in and around Budapest.
I do believe we need some change. That's my stance.
I'm 88 years old. I've lived through war. I want Viktor Orbán to stay. I just want a safe future for my family.
Yes, we want to stay with the European Union. And with Orbán, Viktor, we almost out.
So the polls have closed and we are on our way to the opposition leaders' headquarters where huge crowds have been gathering. It's too early to say who has won this election. You have preliminary results coming out, but this is an election on a knife edge and Hungarians are holding their breath. There's so much anticipation now around the headquarters of the main opposition party that were tipped in the polls to win. So roads are being closed. These are the last cars allowed down here. We're walking. You can hear cheers coming from streets all around. We thought we had ages till results would be announced, but suddenly
Orban is speaking live.
When?
Now.
All right, well, this whole package is going to change, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, Matt. No, wait. So can I give this to you, please? Outside. We need to be outside. We need to be outside with the crowd. What did he just say, Orban? Péter are absolutely ecstatic here outside his headquarters. They think it's a historic moment for their country. And actually, in the end, Viktor Orbán was extremely quick to admit defeat. Do you think your country's about to change?
Yes.
For the better?
Yes. I cried when I was putting the X on my vote. I was tearing up. I was crying. It was wonderful.
I've seen you smiling and smiling and smiling.
It is. It's a historic moment. So we've been waiting for this for several years, and it's here, and you can feel it with the crowds, the people, and everyone. It's just like it's a moment of like truth, of transparency, and of change.
We then quickly had to dash back inside to recut our news report before being live on the evening news. And we're all together. Orbán has been ousted from government despite changing election regulations here to favour his party.
I'm now joined by the BBC's Europe editor Katya Adler.
Supporters of Péter and Magyar, the presumed new Prime Minister of Hungary, who has just been speaking. In his victory speech tonight, Péter Magyar, the man who 99.9% sure is going to be Hungary's next Prime Minister, said he wants to return decency to his country. That's the Hungarian parliament just over there. Just like that, 16 years of what Viktor Orbán himself called his illiberal democracy is over, and Hungary is preparing for a brand new start.
Messages of congratulations have been pouring in from all over Europe tonight, from the UK, from a very relieved Ukrainian president. Chancellor Merz of Germany said this is a victory for European unity. They don't know Péter Magyar yet, and yes, he is a conservative, formerly from Viktor Orbán's own party, but he's promised to break with the past, loosen ties with Russia, build bridges with Europe, and most importantly for Hungarians, end corruption and heal their sagging economy, improve their standards of living. They say it's a brand new dawn.